So recently there was a website called Shopfursuit.com which made a big splash in the fandom. Why? Because it was selling copies of people's fursuit, possibly your fursuit. Thankfully it got shut down really quickly, but thanks to the magic of the internet, we can take a look back at what this website was all about. I think this was probably first came to my attention, was the first thing I knew about it, was I got a telegram message from Theodore saying, there's this website, I don't know where it's from, it says it's from America, but it's got a picture of my fursuit on, and it's listing me for sale, and yeah, the description was weird. It had a picture of my old fursuit in it, which is, yeah, so it claimed to be selling him for a few $100s, it's like, And further looking, there's lots of people's fursuits on here, some very big names, some smaller names. In fact, through furry Twitter, we kind of made it a game that if you was on this website, you've made it. Obviously, there's a lot of panic, a lot of people very upset because, you know, these are very personal to ourselves. And, you know, digging through it, it became quite clear that it probably wasn't really based in America. A lot of it seemed to be based on lies. It had like a phone number that was based in Minnesota. Their map page showed them being located in New York City. And yeah, so it was clearly some kind of scam site. And yeah, it just looked very, very dodgy. And it was just full of them. It's quite funny, is obviously in everyone's excitement and anger and whatever to get on the page, the site crashed several times. Yeah, so obviously it wasn't being hosted in a very reliable environment either, and it couldn't handle the sheer amount of traffic that we sent it, and it's probably for the best. It probably reduced their sales if they made any at all, and I'm not going to lie, I think if you did make any purchases on here, you probably wouldn't get anything from them. Thankfully, just days later, the website was gone. It vanished. It has a warning message, still there now, saying that this page is no longer available, and it just seems that they've shut the site down, and everyone was like breathed a massive sigh of relief. But I mean, obviously it's a big fear, is there other sites doing this, and you know, what can you do? And it's interesting because looking at shopfursuit.com, you can actually see that they are related to another website, and this one's called ShopMascot. And yeah, as you can see, it is just like the Shopfursuit one. It is selling absolutely tons of copied mascot suits, and I mean, we've got Olaf the Snowman from Frozen here, so that's licensed, isn't it? You know, I mean, this is ooh, that's a creepy one. We've got Wild Wing here, the Anaheim Ducks mascot. I like this one. This one's good. Anaheim Ducks mascot, Wild Wing Power Players Ice Girls. Does this mean these girls come with the suit? Do you get like girl? That's weird, isn't it? It's only $559. It's on sale. And this is exactly the same thing that Shopfursuit did. And it's interesting hearing people say that there's some relation between these two and that sort of thing. So it's very possible that this site's being run at the same time. Now, it does seem to be around a lot longer. I mean, it's also filled with like some fake reviews. The child is delighted. And this is the main thing. Material is synthetic. Son is happy. Yeah. Oh, we've got a nice fake Pikachu there too. I like that. That's I think we've got this Bart Simpson one. This is really good. So there's some real legitimate licensing going on here. So you know, it's not just cartoons and hockey mascots and that. They are selling animals as well. I think I have seen a couple of people say that their fursuits are actually on this site. It might be worth having a look through and see if it is, but I mean, some of these are just horrific. I mean, look at this. College lightweight fox mascot. What is with the shape of that? It's on offer, so it's $369, so that's a bit cheaper. You know, it makes you wonder what you'd actually get if you went on here. Some of these are actually quite scary. And there's loads. I mean, we've got birds as well. So it's not just birds. I mean, they are selling these more as mascots than actual fursuits, and this is probably the key difference between like shopfursuit.com and this site, obviously, but it's the same deal. It's really interesting as well is that it says that they're based in San Francisco when they're actually no clue where they are based, but their map shows they're actually in downtown San Francisco, and I do know a bit about rent in San Francisco and how expensive it is, so I'm going to go and hazard a guess that they are not based in America and they're not actually in San Francisco. I mean, maybe they've got like some kind of dummy address in there or something. Even if you are sort of thinking of buying a fursuit, you know, and you want to go on the cheap side, don't even think about going for one of these websites. They will scam you. You know, I mean, if you do get anything, you might get something legitimately bad. Probably a really good example is Tamari Lyon's fursuit got stolen by DH Gate, and yeah, as you can see from these Twitter photos, this is what you get. It's not good. You can see his socks. So you know, don't do this. It's someone else's work. Create your own character. Find a maker. It damages our community as well because obviously you've got artists and makers, and you know this is the problem. Some of the reviews on the Better Business Bureau for this Shop Mascot website made me laugh, though. It's got genuine reviews actually here, unlike their actual site. We ordered a mascot costume for our school from Shop Mascot. Before ordering, I was in email contact with the store. They assured me they would send the photo of the finished mascot before shipping. They did not. To my surprise, I received the mascot that looked nothing like the item I ordered, and so poorly made that I could not use it. In places the fur is unattached, there is glue all over the material is dirty, the fur hair is shedding all over, the soles of the feet look like they were cut by hand. I have left voicemails, sent emails, and tried to reach someone via live chat many times. I have not received any response from the company. So, you know, that's the sort of thing that you can experience is poor quality builds. Obviously they won't look like it. This is if you get the product. There's a couple of reviews here where people are saying they didn't get the item. We've got like partial refunds and very rude customer service. So, I mean, what can you do really if you have been affected? Not very much. You could file a DMCA complaint. It works a little bit easier if the site's based in America, like Shopfursuit was. So we were able to file a couple on Theodore's behalf. But obviously with these ones based in China and what's not, it's a lot harder. The important thing was Shopfursuit got shut down, and I don't know why, I don't know how, but it's gone. And yeah, if another one comes up, hopefully the fandom can all rally together and get that taken down. Still, I hope you enjoyed the shopfursuit.com story. It was quite an interesting few days, a lot of craziness, a little bit stressful, but again, it was nice to see some conclusion of it going. And yeah, hopefully this didn't happen to you, but if it does, then there's a few options at least, but the fandom will have you back at the least. So, I'm Lew The Raccoon, and thank you for liking, subscribing and commenting on this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!